Okay, this lesson is going to look at addition and subtraction of rational expressions. So when you go to do adding and subtracting of algebraic fractions, which are rational expressions, we need to get a common denominator. So first thing we want to do is see about factoring these terms to the denominator. So this one factors to x plus 4x minus 4. This one factors to x plus 3x minus 4. Now, I want to make a common factor. So both of these have an x minus 4. So I only need to have one of those. But I'm going to need to have an x plus 4 and an x minus 4 for this one. This one reads an x plus 3 and an x minus 4. So they have to have the same thing. So I need to put an x plus 3 on this one because that's what's missing for the first one. And on this part, I need an x plus 4. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by x plus 3 for the first fraction. On the second fraction, I'll multiply top and bottom by x plus 4. This gives them the same common denominator. Now I'm going to combine my terms. I'm going to multiply the top part out. So I get x squared plus 3x plus another 3x gives me 6x plus 9. On this one, I'll get x squared minus 4 and then minus x and then plus 4x is plus 3x minus 4. And they're all over the same common denominator. And now I'm just going to gather my terms. And the only thing I have to watch out for is sometimes this term right here could factor and I want to cancel. You don't want to multiply the bottom out. Because if you multiply the bottom out, you won't be able to see if you can cancel anything. Well, I can kind of use the clues of the problem. Right here, my last term's a 5. And the only numbers that'll go into 5 would be 1 times 5. And all these are linear terms without anything in front of the x. So none of them are 1s or 5s. So there's no way anything's going to cancel anyway. So I might as well leave my answer this way. So I'm going to look at another example where you do have to worry about that. Okay, so I'm going to factor this. This is the only one that needs to be factored is this one. This one factors to x plus 1, x minus 2. Now, I have the x minus 2 in common right here, but it needs an x plus 1. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by x plus 1. And I want to make sure I put parentheses around that one. Okay, so now I'm going to multiply this out, but I got to be careful with this minus sign. So when I multiply this out, I'll get 5x squared plus 5x plus x is 6x plus 1. But notice how I kept the parentheses there. Now I'm going to distribute my negative through, and I'll get negative 5x squared minus 6x minus 1. Gathering my terms, I get negative 2x squared minus 3x, and then minus 1. Okay, so this is where it's a little tricky because it's not clear that this one actually will reduce. Well, part of the problem is this negative out in front. So if I have a negative in front of my x squared term, I'm going to factor out that negative. Okay, so now if I look at it, I have potential of having x plus 1 as one of my factors, which if I look at this is exactly what I'm going to get. Because this guy factors 2x plus 1 times x plus 1. That means the x plus 1s will cancel. And I could actually leave my answer in this format. Put the negative here, or even write my answer as negative 2x minus 1 over x minus 2. You could even potentially see it where they multiply top and bottom by negative 1. You might see the answer as 2x plus 1 over 2 minus x even. That's a different variation of seeing the same problem.